So I lived in the beauty world and had to learn the hard way, the way things work. If I would have told you that Nikkie Tutorials was a man, fully trans woman, you would have called me insane, okay? Please don't tell me you're surprised. And I hope you allow this to open your mind to realize something's wrong. She never would have told you if she wasn't blackmailed, okay? All the biggest beauty influencers are either women or quote unquote women who are really men, or men dressing as women. There are no actual women who are high up in the beauty. So it's been forever. I have these in so you can hear me better. Been forever since I've done my makeup, and I only have 10 minutes. So, oh, seriously. So, it's been forever since I've done my makeup. I don't know if you can see, but the ceiling still needs finishing here. I have my Bluetooth earbuds in so you can hear me better. I literally only have 10 minutes or less. It's dance night. I have to go to the I have to go to the market. A ladybug just flew by. We've been getting ladybugs in here. It's so weird. I don't know why I'm trying to do this. I had stuff I wanted to talk about, but there's so much that, where would I even start? Like, really though, where would I start? And Asher's just gonna come up and start screaming at me, so. I didn't have time to do my hair, so I'm just gonna throw on a wig. We have been so busy. I'm literally so exhausted. As if I'm gonna have time to do my makeup. Not to mention make a video. There he comes to bother Mama. Hey buddy, just getting ready to go bye-byes.
Bye.
Mommy's not allowed to do anything ever. Ever. Recently when I do my makeup, I do it really quick. I put a tiny bit of the contour on, and then I use a little bit of the powder if I have time. And you normally just rub this down. Thanks for flushing the toilet for no reason. But I want to start vlogging, but in order to do that, it would be nice to be unpacked and like settled in the house. We just got moved out of the other house. Sunday was the last day that we, so normally what I would do is take the darker end of this and just kind of like make some extra marks. Just to bring it down a little bit. just work it on in there. I've been going light on the makeup, more natural, less packed on when I do take the time to do my makeup. Because that's how Harley likes it. And it takes less time. I have no idea how I'm gonna have time to go to Walmart before I pick up the kids. Like, this is ridiculous. And it's dance night, which means the entire night is gonna be sheer chaos. When dance night, I pick up the kids in Cumberland, and then we have to run all the way to LaVale. I have to give them all a snack, and then I have to get Jay dressed and ready for dance class. I have to rush out the door. I have to take all 3 boys to my parents' house, drop them off, take Jay to dance, and then spend forever dance class. And by the time we're done at dance, it's around 7:30, and we go pick up the boys. I normally like to pick up dinner on the way home because it's so late. And then if there's any homework and bath and clothes prep for the next day, like Tuesdays are terrible. Normally I would do my ears, but because I have the buds in, I'm just gonna skip it. And that's like half but done. But you know, I did a really half crap job there. But we're just gonna leave it. Clean it up with this one's not open. Anyway, how have you guys been doing? Like, what's up and stuff? Like, for real. I've been using this NYX eyebrow gel stuff. I love it because it lasts forever. I just got it in my eyebrows. Stays in really good. They look like natural hairs. Well, it all is natural hair, but you know, I'm just filling them in a little bit. I miss doing makeup though. I just don't want to do it in the beauty community because they're so crazy. They're so crazy. They're so crazy. I'm telling you guys right now, you cannot be successful in the beauty community unless you are willing to compromise yourself beyond repair. Let me use a quick example. I never wanted to say like how deep it really is because I figured no one would understand. But AKA Nikkie Tutorials just came out saying that she's a man, full trans woman. Your gender has to be compromised as well to remain a successful beauty influencer. You have to be willing to deceive the world about everything and compromise everything you've ever stood for and believed in and put a smile on your face and lie to everyone who loves you. That's when I started to run and cry. I mean, seriously. So this is what I've been using. It's a mess. But you take the brush, so like, look, I just got some foundation in there, or concealer, and I'm just gonna brush it out. Normally you can just brush it out and it kind of fills itself back in. And if not, you just brush the hairs back out. Sometimes a little bit too, the hairs get a little bit too messy. Then you just clean it up with concealer. I just gave up on my eyebrows and started to just let them grow out. And love it. Love it. So then, once you brush them back out to get the concealer out, just rub these lines down a little bit. And then it twists out too. And you've got your little, and I might have to look in the mirror for this. And then you just go and just fill it in a little bit. Make your line even. And sometimes, like when you're going over your brows, it can get a little clumpy, but you just brush it back out again and no problem. No problem. But yeah, I was not at all surprised about Nikkie tutorials. And I'll tell you one thing. It's not just her. And she would have never come out if she wasn't blackmailed. She gave a nice little humble self-love speech. Don't follow any rules. There are no rules. Blah, blah, blah. It's okay to get engaged and not be honest and, you know, just be yourself, like, without being yourself, and like pretend that that's like an honorable thing to do. And because the world is so droned and brainwashed, they will applaud you if you put on a pouty face and pretend you're doing it out of just sincerity and not because you're blackmailed. Please don't tell me you guys fell for that crap. It looks perfect in this mirror, but this mirror, and then in the phone it looks funny. I wasn't surprised. I already knew. I knew that all of our beauty influencers, the big ones, if they aren't males dressing as females, like cross-dressing type thing, like Jeffree Star and James Charles, then they are women who are fully trans men who just don't tell anybody. But this just isn't in our beauty world. It is a reflection of what's happening in the entertainment industry, Hollywood. But most of them will never come out because they can't. It's their job to deceive, so that you spend your whole life thinking that boys are supposed to be pretty and girls are supposed to be shaped like little boys with no hips and no legs, huge cheek bones, no fat, you know, they never age. Why? Well, they age slow because they're men. Guys, I'm not just saying this, it's true. really sad. Because you're gonna think I'm crazy. But it's what's really going on. I wish I had my Anastasia palette over here, but I don't have time. I don't have time to do this stuff. I don't have time anymore to do anything really. Where's my little fan brush? Oh my goodness. Where's my Anastasia? I want my Anastasia. Please, please, please. Please, Anastasia. Come out for me, girl. I love you. I miss you. I think she's still in a box. Like a packed away box. So I'm gonna use the spotlight for my contour. I'm gonna take, I guess, this one and just, I prefer when I do this one's too shiny for me. I love to use the Anastasia one. I have so much like Kat Von D, ColourPop, Anastasia, like the liquid contour kit, and oh my gosh, you don't even know, like I don't even know how much makeup I have from when I quit. That I never did get the chance to use because I was so busy. But you know what? Quitting's the best thing I ever did, because I got saved and the Lord led me to this home and to heal from all of my pain from my past. I would normally use a littler brush for this, but I don't have time. So pain healed. I'm gonna try to do this, which is ridiculous. Who the heck would do that? Only me, because I'm in such a hurry. And there's a little brush right there. Oh! And it's time to go to the school, and I have to go to Walmart. I'm out of coffee. I have to go to Walmart. Blush, where are you? Anyway, what else do I want to talk to you guys about? A lot. I miss just talking to you guys. I want so badly to find a way to share my family, to make it interesting and fun. I wish I had a helper follow me around with a camera to vlog my crazy chaotic life, but it's so entertaining. And I want to share, I want to help people. I want to help people heal and overcome all their fears so that they can, whether it's, healing from a past relationship, a divorce, rape, child loss, been there, done all that, abuse, whatever it is, to overcome all of that, and then ultimately find Christ, hopefully, because he's the one that taught me how to heal fully, not just like a little bit. These earbuds make my ears like stick out. They don't normally stick out like that. It's just because it's just the buds, making them stick out like crazy. But no, I just want to help people. I just want to help people. For the first time in my life, like, I know I'm in a place where I could do it. Because, I mean, I didn't force myself, to be completely honest with you. The Lord was like, you better shush it and stand back until I teach you, you know, basically, you know nothing. And you can't help yourself or anybody else until you shut up. He didn't say shut up, but until you stop and let me teach you, and then you can help others. So that's what I did. I just shut it all down. Shared a little bit here and there, but I was extremely careful what and how I shared it, because I never, ever wanted to misguide anyone. Ever. I still don't. I just want to help people so bad. I also want to start a prayer group at my home. A little bit of highlight and then bring it down. And if I have time, pop on lashes, but I don't. Oh my gosh. It just means I don't get to get coffee. And you know what? I won't post this anyway. I'm just like rambling, especially about things that are really gonna make people mad. Like, nowadays, there is no such thing as freedom of speech. Freedom of speech is hate speech. I don't hate anyone. I love everyone. I mean, we're all just victims of the system. But we all have an extremely important decision to make. We either, once we realize what the system is made of and how it works, well, either way, we all have a choice. We either stand for truth, or we are willing to lie to ourselves and to others. And, you know, if people continue to do this, the goal is, well, the main goal for the world at large is to destroy the family and destroy truth, take away freedom of speech, and blur the lines until there is no such thing as truth left. And if they can do that here in, you could probably do it in a generation if it keeps up this quick. There'll be no such thing as truth to stand on. And if there's anybody left that knows what truth is, truth will be hate speech, and they will be probably imprisoned. Truth speech will be labeled hate speech, because nobody's allowed to be honest. Honest talk is now labeled as hate speech. So I'm sure that whatever I said in this video, all of it, especially about the gender agenda, will be considered hate speech, which is so sad, because as adults, it's our job to protect our children, and our children are the ones that are being targeted. Okay, the media will only promote those who are compromised, who are willing to shut up and do what they're told and deceive the world. And the biggest part of this deception is gender. So if you see a female actress, it's a male. Trans. You know, they started the trans process at birth. A lot of these big celebrities, this was done at birth. So it's not even like they were given a choice. So if you're watching a movie, you're gonna know or notice that the male is female and female is male. Now they look like they are truly male and female, like they say they are, but they are not. And sadly, because we have been watching misgendered people on TV our whole lives, we have been so indoctrinated that we can't tell the difference. And 90% of the people that you try to talk to this about would never believe you. If I would have told you a month ago that Nikkie was a man, you wouldn't have believed me. So I'm only bringing this up now so that you can take that into consideration. She never would have come out if she wasn't blackmailed. She didn't say that, but she did say that she was blackmailed. So I was gonna tell you on my own timing. No, she wasn't gonna tell you. She's been on YouTube for 11 years. She was never gonna tell anyone. Just like all of our actors, aka actresses, and actresses, aka actors. That's why all the males are so pretty and the women are way too skinny with huge jawbones, like huge jawlines. That's why we do our makeup like this, to look like the celebs, but in reality the celebs are trying to look like women. Anyway, and then you'll notice that all of the actors are just naturally so pretty. I wonder why. I mean, they got facial hair and they've been through the process of hormones and everything, but they've got the soft features and the pretty face because they're the female. Where is my... Look into it, I dare you. Stop listening to what you're told. Do your own research. Think for yourself. I dare you. I dare you. I dare you. I never would have known any of this. Well, first, the Lord came into my life and it opened up my mind. And then the bigger I got, the more I learned. And then the Lord continued to open my mind. And then I started to do research. I'm not the only one that knows about this. There's a ton of people that know. I mean, they're called like crazy people or conspiracy theorists, but it's just a teeny piece of the truth, piece of the puzzle, a teeny piece of the puzzle. Because it's so big at this point that if I were to like tell you the whole truth, I mean, that's a lot right there. Just to know that. That's why, I mean, you really never see, I mean, every so often you'll see a pregnant actress on TV with a big blown up belly. They're not actually pregnant. They can't get pregnant. Sad. So sad. Saddest part is you got all these women literally starving themselves to death to try to look like a man, thinking it's a woman. because they have no hips, no thighs, no legs. Because, yes, they've had implants and a ton of work done, but with no hips and the teeny tiny long legs is a dead giveaway. And the tree trunk necks with the Adam's apples and the women with the huge heads, and then the men have soft, pretty little heads, and the women have huge hands, really long arms, and the men have smaller hands and smaller arms. If you knew anything about true body anatomy, you would understand that something's wrong. We have to admit something's wrong anyway, because every single one of our biggest beauty influencers is either a man dressing as a female, like Jeffrey and James, or a fully trans woman. There's more. The rest of the big beauty gurus that are women, they're not women either. Sorry to bust your bubble. They're men. I was so like blown away when I figured all this stuff out, that I mean, it's not just like putting on a pretty picture for brands, it's big. But if you choose to go that route, they will give you huge success, because it's the only thing the media will promote, because they want to make you to desire the undesirable, or not the undesirable, what you naturally wouldn't, and to conform you, drone you, brainwash you into thinking something's normal, and to make your poor kids feel like there's something wrong with them. So sad, so cruel, and so evil. We all must stand up for the truth, because the truth will set you free. I promise. I promise you the truth will set you free. I promise. Accepting it is hard, but once you start looking into stuff, you'll start to see the truth. And then more truth, and more and more and more and more. And then it starts to get exciting. You start to realize there was never anything wrong with you. Only everything wrong with this world and the sickos that it's run by. Oh, that's good enough. See, I guess we'll go black because I'm wearing gray. I don't know. That, and I've got like 500 wigs, but they're all at the very top of my closet, in bags, in containers, nicely put away. I just don't want them, I don't want to get them all out. I wish I had time to do my hair, but like my natural hair, that eyebrow looks like it needs brush still, but I don't think I have time. There was stuff all over the phone. Ta-da! Ever since we've moved in this house, I still haven't been able to find my box of makeup or hair products, which is another reason why I've been wearing wigs. Well, I mean, not all the time, but my hair is curly and I need product. Now I just need some setting spray. Where is my setting spray? Morphe. Thanks, Ray. Beautiful. It'll do good enough for dance night, Mom. Right? Anyway, it was nice hanging out for a minute, and maybe I'll post this. Don't come for me. You know, I just want to be honest with these guys. Like, if I would have told you, like I said, months ago that Nikki was a man, you would have called me insane. Well, she's fully trans woman now, but still, you would have called me insane. So I feel like it's a good time that I just kind of open your mind to the idea that the influencer media world is just a reflection of the big actors and actress world, but they are born into it. It's some kind of like Luciferian crazy thing, and they only take in these kids who are cross-gendered, mixed-gendered, to influence us, to conform us, to make women feel insecure, and to demasculate men, to quote-unquote fight for feminist rights while putting women in high positions of power and then calling them women when in reality they're men, and then to put a man in a position and call it a man when it's a woman, and then you've got all these really pretty boys and all these too skinny, long and lanky, huge jaws, different looking women, to say the least, with no thighs, no hips, and they're too skinny. Doesn't make sense, right? There's a reason for that. They want you to feel inferior and confused and like there's something wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with you and everything wrong with it, them, the system. And we all have a decision to make. We either we're all victims of it. We've been droned, brainwashed, whatever you want to call it. But once we know the truth, we have a decision to make, to either stand up and speak it, or to be conformed to it and pretend it's normal. Or we stand up for the truth and we stand up for truth and freedom of speech, and then be called, they're gonna say that it's hate speech, but it's not. It's just the truth. You're just speaking the truth. And we must speak the truth for our children. It's our responsibility. Anyway, it's so weird. The makeup looks like cute in the mirror, but different in the camera. Like the eyebrow is perfect in the mirror, but in the camera, it's looking funny, and I don't have time to wrap. So I gotta go, you guys. I love you. Love you. Love you. Love you guys. Bye. Love you guys. Talk to you soon.